Peace be with you and Namaste. So, part 4 of On the Road to Fa Jing. Hope everybody's doing well out there. It's been maybe about a month or so since my last video on this subject, and that's intentional. We want to give you time to, really milk some of the content out of each of the lessons. We say on the road to Fa Jing. Imagine that you're on a journey, right? And it's not a rush journey. You don't have to be someplace at a certain time. So this is a road trip, okay? You're on this road trip, and along the way, there are places to stop, detours to take, trails to explore, scenic lookout sites to check out. So there's all these things to do on the road to where you're going. And so that's the way that we want you to approach this particular lesson, and in general to approach all of the lessons that we provide, is that each one, is on a journey, part of this journey that you're on, and each one allows you the opportunity to stop and explore a lot of peripheral, tangential experiences that are there locked up in that particular lesson. So along the way, on the road to Fa Jing, you've got things that you can experience that have to do with health, longevity, let's say high-level wellness, the complete state of mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, social well-being. And you have experiences, tangents, trails that you can go on, things that you can explore that have to do with wukong, with fighting, with offensive and defensive things that are necessary in order for you to be able to protect yourself and others when called upon to do so. So, I guess part of the question for you is, these lessons on the road to Fa Jing, is that the main road for you? Is it even a main road? Or is it really tangential to some other main road, and this is just, a branch off of that road? And from the standpoint of the 7 circle system, we would say no. Fa Jing, this is just a little detour off the main road. The main road is Isopo, the complete state of connectivity. Body, mind, spirit, emotions, all connected, moving together, all parts moving fluidly, interrelating to each other, moving together, interdependent, interconnected, interrelated, and then having that same degree of connectivity move out from self to first what would be perceived as other than self, and then further one would come to understand that other than self is really self as well. So that's the main journey that we're on in 7 circles, and we hope that those of you who are watching will take that journey into mind. Okay. Controlling direction. We've already said a lot about this process, so we can just jump right into the movements that we want to do on this particular lesson. Okay. So having said a lot already about this particular process, let's just go ahead and get into some movements, and I'll talk about stuff as we're going through the movements. My movement starts at the feet, we've said, right? It's not, here, right? It's here. So relax, push, and receive what the earth gives you back. Feel it kind of spiral its way up the body, and any sensations that you get of pain or discomfort or whatever, that's good. That's the body saying to you, okay, we're not quite aligned properly to be able to handle this particular energy that's flowing through me right now. So make some adjustment, feel for the right adjustment to make. put it in place, and put a little bit more, give a little bit more to the earth, and let Mother Earth give a little bit more back to you, or actually a lot more back to you. So it's at my shoulders now. You can see that, right? And it's flowing. My arms are moving because I'm allowing that energy to pass through my shoulder. I'm not doing this, stopping the energy there. I'm allowing it to flow on through, all the way down. Let my hands experience what they experience. Now, controlling direction. So I want to go here. What does that feel like? What does that feel like in terms of the pushing? Because if I'm truly relaxed, if I'm keeping my 7 gates open, if I'm keeping my joints open, then this movement, and my muscles relaxed, this movement is not a result of muscular activity in my upper body. I'm not lifting with my arms. I'm not lifting my arms. What's happening is that my arms are responding to the energy of pushback. I'm controlling the direction from here, not from here. We went up and down last time, so let's throw something in there like that. Let's go. So I'm coordinating this energy now. As it flows up, I'm allowing it to turn the body, and then at a certain point, whenever I feel like it, basically, when I want to accomplish a particular thing, I want to try to experience a particular thing, then I just do what's necessary to create that particular energy. So here, so again, I want it to go here, and I want it to lift, lift, lift. So it's, I guess I'm saying here what? I am stopping the elbow move, this movement here. I'm stopping it and then allowing that energy to flow past the elbow, with that bouncing energy, right, to make it go up. And what I want you to do is to feel that, yes? Feel it. Feel what it feels like to generate that energy, okay? Don't jump. Everybody wants to go. No, slow down, take your time, enjoy the journey. What does that feel like to create these different movements, different directional movements? Not up here. What does it feel like down here? Look at that. Where's that coming from? What's different? What does that feel like? Because there are occasions, just the fact that we're doing this, the joints are open, we're relaxed, having fun, listening to some music or whatever. So the healing part is there, stress release, etc. From a martial standpoint, though, there's a point where this movement becomes very important. Huh? Where did that come from? Where does that? Well, we could do maybe I'll tap somebody, whatever, but it's a very different thing if it comes from Mother Earth. And we allow that energy to flow through the 7 gates and then resolve it in some particular way, okay? So now just play with it. In this lesson, just play with it. We'll add some more specific, where's that coming from? We'll add some more specific things like that to wrap this particular lesson up. This is still lesson 1 on the road to Fa Jing. So we're going to wrap this up maybe in our next video. But for now, just practice, relaxing and just feeling how you can control what happens in the upper body by controlling what happens in the lower body. Namaste.